So I got some of this eSun 3D printer cleaning filament because my hot end had some pretty bad clogging. It's a genuine micro Swiss hot end, and every once in a while some maintenance needs to be done. It's got well over 1,000 hours of printing on this particular hot end, and the nozzle is an A2 hardened steel nozzle. I've printed with PLA and PETG through this thing, but alas, the nozzle has been a little inconsistent. So I figured I would give this stuff a try. It came very nicely vacuum sealed with some desiccant, had a few simple instructions that just goes over how to do it. It says you could do a cold pull, you can feed filament through, whatever the hottest material you used, that's what you'd heat up to. Now, before buying it, I read some of the information on Amazon, and someone asked if it could clean PETG, and eSun, or at least the seller that sells this, said, yeah, you can clean PETG with it. That has me a little skeptical because PETG welds itself to pretty much anything, and PETG is not known for being easy to clean and get rid of. So let's, before we do anything, take a measurement here. I'm going to switch to my other hand so I can measure. Let's re-zero. .68 millimeters in length, or in diameter. It's a little smaller than what we want. I wouldn't use the extruder to push this filament through. You're supposed to push it through by hand. I didn't want to take the hot end and remove the Bowden tube. Otherwise, you could damage the Bowden tube a little bit, or the Bowden collect. So I'm just feeding it through. And I've got up to 260 degrees Celsius. It says that this stuff is spec'd all the way up to, I think it said 300 degrees Celsius. So it says here 160 to 280 degrees Celsius. But I swear I saw this, it says up here 160 to 300 degrees Celsius. So which is it? eSun, get your instructions a little better than that, yeah? Now we gotta actually run it through and see what happens. Alright, we've got it set up here. So what I'm going to do is just push some of this cleaner filament through. They say to do about a foot of this cleaner filament. I believe the idea is that this stuff is very similar to what is used in injection molding to clean the tooled components. It's actually quite slippery. It's not easy to grip and push through. Now, I've heard that you should let this stuff kind of bake in the nozzle for a little bit so that the chemicals can react with the plastic that might be stuck inside of the hot end here. It doesn't specify to do that, but everyone seems to have their own methodology involving this cleaner filament. So, not entirely sure what the best thing to do is. I might try a cold pull. Some people liken this stuff to kind of like nylon, which nylon, you print at a much higher temperature than this. It's definitely coming through at 260 for sure. It's not a problem, but it is very slippery. So, do be aware of that. Alright, so I put this in a spool behind everything here so you could see this better, because otherwise it's just too bright inside of this enclosure. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my BMG to extrude some plastic because it's going to grip better than my hand will on this. We're just going to go 1 millimeter at a time. That's definitely gunk that was just pushed out. It was clean for a little bit because it started out as this black filament, which is the color of the filament I was using, and then I pushed through by hand, and then it was coming out the color of the cleaner filament. And then now you can see it got some gunk out. So if it was coming out relatively clean, and then I let it bake for a few minutes, and then use the filament, this cleaner filament, to let it bake, and then push it out, and some gunk came out. Okay, that's it's not bad. It's interesting. So let's just kind of extrude a little more. Maybe I'll keep this over here for some good contrast. Kind of back and forth here. We're just going a little at a time here. Haven't gotten anywhere near the whole foot that eSun recommends, a whole foot of filament. I just want this chemical to react with whatever's in there. But it definitely got a chunk of something out. And just kind of going gentle. I know this is a long video, but we're doing this real time because everyone's very skeptical of this stuff. So am I. So I just want to see if this works the way everyone, or at least the manufacturer, claims it does. In theory, it makes sense if you're using a special chemical that is heated and it's a cleaner that you know breaks down the plastic inside of where the plastic normally melts and stuff. Yeah, that makes sense. Like I was saying before, they use this sort of method in injection molding to clean the tooling and that they use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull that off there. I'm going to let it bake for a few more minutes and then extrude a bit more. Alright, so I let it sit for about another minute. I had paused the video, so we're going to go and extrude some more plastic here. Remember, we're only going 1 millimeter at a time. I'm just using the little dial on my screen to just do 1 millimeter at a time, just nice and slow. I'm not constantly turning the wheel. It's just 1 millimeter, wait another second, then another millimeter. Just kind of doing that. Now, the nozzle, it's not coming out like straight down like you would hope. The cleaner filament seems to be moving through just fine. But I want to get any residue out of this here nozzle because I want to get back to printing. We are at 28 millimeters push through. 29 millimeters, 30. Now we're going to run 10 millimeters through at once. That's 10 millimeters. Okay, let's look at the results. Alright, so let's start with what we were moving with originally. This is Hatchblock's True Black PLA, and then we could see it transitioning over to the cleaner filament, and then the cleaner filament breaks off here. We let it bake for a little bit, and then we push out some more, and we get this chunky dude, which is a big blob. I'm going to zoom in. Now this big blob is indicative of the dye in the plastic, but we also have what looks like some burnt plastic, that brown hue in between the cleaner filament and the black filament, which, again, you would think the first run through of the cleaner filament would get black filament out, but no, we let it sit there and really bake in the nozzle for a few minutes. That's what came out. Then we just kept going. So, we go to the end here. It goes up into the nozzle. And this is what we're looking at. I don't know if my phone could focus, but well. Long story short, the cleaner filament does seem to have done something. Not too much, but definitely something.